Hello and welcome to quiz class. I'm your host, Ellen, and today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. Let's take a look at our quiz class awards and our categories for today. And here they are: bridges, legal systems, philosophers, writing, religions, and religious texts. Famous bridges. Which bridge connects San Francisco to Marin County? The Brooklyn Bridge, Tower Bridge, or Golden Gate Bridge? The Golden Gate Bridge. The Tower Bridge allows ships to pass through on which river? The River Seine, the River Thames, or the River Danube? The River Thames. What is the name of the longest sea bridge in the world? Pearl River Delta, Qingdao Haiwan, or Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge? Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge. Where can you find the former London Bridge? Sydney, Australia, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, or Lake Havasu City, Arizona, USA? Lake Havasu City, Arizona, USA. Which Japanese bridge is known for its scenic moon? Kintai, Seto Ohashi, or Togetsuku? Kintai. Which bridge in Italy is known as the Bridge of Sighs? Rialto, Ponte Vecchio, or Ponte dei Sospiri? Ponte dei Sospiri. The Charles Bridge is a famous historical bridge in which country? Hungary, the Czech Republic, or Poland? The Czech Republic. Which bridge is nicknamed as the Coat Hanger? Anzac, Westgate, or Sydney Harbour? Sydney Harbour. Which is the tallest vehicular bridge in the world? Pont de Gard, Millau Viaduct, or Normandy Bridge? Millau Viaduct. Which bridge in China is famous for its zigzag design? Lubu, Zhaozhou, or the Nine Bend? The Nine Bend Bridge. The Ponte Vecchio is located in which Italian city? Milan, Venice, or Florence? Florence. Which bridge in Germany is located in the Saxon-Switzerland National Park? Bastei, Geierle, or Oberbaum? Bastei Bridge. Which bridge in the United States connects Manhattan and Brooklyn? The Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, or Williamsburg Bridge? The Brooklyn Bridge. The Pont Alexander III is a famous bridge in which country? Belgium, France, or Russia? France. Which bridge is located in Bosnia and Herzegovina? Stari Most, Pravica, or Skadar? Stari Most. Which bridge is known for its unique double-deck design? Bay Bridge, Dumbarton Bridge, or San Mateo Hayward Bridge? The Bay Bridge. The Puente de la Mujer is located in which South American city? Santiago, Rio de Janeiro, or Buenos Aires? Buenos Aires. Which two countries has one of the longest combined road and rail bridges in Europe? Denmark and Sweden, Germany and Denmark, or Norway and Sweden? Denmark and Sweden. To which famous landmark does the Rainbow Bridge belong? Mount Fuji, Niagara Falls, or Tokyo Tower? Niagara Falls. Which bridge in Lisbon is similar to the Golden Gate Bridge? Arabida Bridge, April the 25th Bridge, or Santa Clara Bridge? April 25th Bridge. Let's move over to legal systems. For question 21, the highest court in the United States is the Court of Appeals, District Court, or Supreme Court? The Supreme Court. Which term refers to a written law passed by a legislature? Ordinance, regulation, or statute? Statute. In which legal system are laws developed through court decisions? Common law, religious law, or statutory law? Common law. What is the role of a jury in a legal trial? To advise the judge, to decide on sentencing, or to determine the facts of a case? To determine the facts of a case. What is the term for the power of a court to hear a case? Authority, jurisdiction, or venue? Jurisdiction. In legal terms, what is the goal of a contract? To facilitate negotiations, to provide financial advice, or to establish legally enforceable obligations? To establish legally enforced obligations. Which amendment to the America protects the rights to free speech? Right? Which amendment to the United States protects the right to free speech? The first, the second, or the third? The first. What is the legal term for deceiving someone to gain an advantage? Fraud, misrepresentation, or negligence? Fraud. Which law governs the people? Civil, criminal, or international? Civil law. In the legal system, what is the prosecutor's role? To defend the accused, to provide legal advice to victims, or to represent the government in criminal cases? To represent the government in criminal cases. What type of legal document formally initiates a lawsuit? Affidavit, complaint, or deposition? A complaint. What rule of law stops a person from facing the same crime twice? Double jeopardy, habeas corpus, or res judicata? Double jeopardy. What does pro bono refer to? A type of legal contract, legal work done for free, or paid legal services? Legal work done for free. What is the purpose of a plea agreement in criminal cases? To ensure a public trial, to speed up the trial process, or to allow the defendant to plead guilty to a lesser charge? To allow the defendant to plead guilty to a lesser charge. According to what legal concept may a court decide whether a law is constitutional? Habeas corpus, judicial review, or stare decisis? Judicial review. What is the technical term for a contract-derived legal obligation? A contract-derived legal obligation. Liability, obligation, or responsibility? Liability. What does amicus curiae mean in legal terms? A party to the case, a friend of the court, or a legal representative? A friend of the court. Which text contains an outline of a government's laws and principles? Bill of Rights, Constitution, or Ordinance? Constitution. Which legal word applies to a crime having a sentence of more than a year in prison? A felony, a misdemeanor, or a violation? A felony. What is the role of a mediator in a legal dispute? To act as a judge, to impose a decision, or to facilitate negotiation between parties? To facilitate negotiation between parties. Let's move over to famous philosophers. Who is known for the phrase, "I think, therefore I am"? John Locke, Immanuel Kant, or René Descartes? René Descartes. Which philosopher is known for his theory of the categorical imperative? David Hume, Immanuel Kant, or Jean-Paul Sartre? Immanuel Kant. Who is the author of The Republic? Plato, Socrates, or Marcus Aurelius? Plato? Which philosopher believed that life is nasty, brutish, and short in his work Leviathan? Thomas Hobbes, John Stuart Mill, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau? Thomas Hobbes. The will to power is a central concept in the philosophy of which thinker? Nietzsche, Michel Foucault, or Soren Kierkegaard? Friedrich Nietzsche. Which philosopher is known for the principle of the greatest happiness for the greatest number? David Hume, Immanuel Kant, or Jeremy Bentham? Jeremy Bentham. Who is the ancient philosopher referred to as the Socratic method? Aristotle, Epicurus, or Socrates? Socrates. In which of the following works did John Locke argue for the theory of tabula rasa? Meditations on First Philosophy, Discourse on the Method, or an essay concerning human understanding? An essay concerning human understanding. Which philosopher wrote the book Being and Nothingness? Jean-Paul Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, or Soren Kierkegaard? Jean-Paul Sartre. Who wrote the Communist Manifesto in collaboration with Friedrich Engels? Karl Marx, Max Weber, or Herbert Marcuse? Karl Marx. Which philosopher developed the idea of the social contract in his work, The Social Contract? John Locke, Thomas Hobbes, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau? Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Eudaimonia is central to the ethical philosophy of which thinker? Aristotle, Confucius, or St. Augustine? Aristotle. Who introduced the concept of the banality of evil? Judith Butler, Hannah Arendt, or Michel Foucault? Hannah Arendt. Which philosopher argued that existence precedes essence? Nietzsche, Jean-Paul Sartre, or Soren Kierkegaard? Jean-Paul Sartre. Who is known for the statement, "Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains"? John Locke, Voltaire, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau? John Locke. Which philosopher is known for the declaration that God is dead? Immanuel Kant, Friedrich Nietzsche, or Arthur Schopenhauer? Friedrich Nietzsche. In the myth of Sisyphus, which philosopher discusses the absurdity of human existence? Albert Camus, Jean-Paul Sartre, or Simone de Beauvoir? Albert Camus. Which philosophy is known for the allegory of the cave? Plato, Heraclitus, or Pythagoras? Plato. Who developed the dialectical method known as the Hegelian dialectic? Karl Marx, G.W.F. Hegel, or Bertrand Russell? G.W.F. Hegel. Who is known for his contributions to epistemology and metaphysics? David Hume, Immanuel Kant, or Baruch Spinoza? Baruch Spinoza. Writing systems for question 61. Which civilization developed the cuneiform writing system? Ancient Egypt, the Phoenicians, or the Sumerians? The Sumerians. The hieroglyphic writing are associated with which civilization, or hieroglyphic writing is associated with which civilization? Mayans, Ancient Egypt, or Indus Valley? Ancient Egypt. Which writing system uses characters to represent whole words? Alphabetic, logographic, or syllabary? Logographic. The Hangul was developed under which king? King Gozheng, King Sejong, or King Yonzhou? King Sejong. Before the Greek alphabet was adopted, which writing system was most often used by the ancient Greeks? Linear A, B, or C? Linear B. Which writing method is used for the Japanese katakana script? Alphabetic, syllabary, or logographic? Syllabary. Which modern alphabet comes from the Phoenician alphabet? Latin, Cyrillic, or Devanagari? Latin. In which location are contemporary writing systems descended from the Brahmi script? East Asia, Middle East, or South Asia? South Asia. Which ancient script used in the Indus Valley civilization remains undeciphered? The Akkadian script, Egyptian hieroglyphics, or Harappan script? Harappan script. The Abjad is a type of writing system where only which type of letters are represented? Digraphs, vowels, or consonants? Consonants. Which writing system combined logographic and syllabic elements? Olmec, Zapotec, or Chinese characters? Chinese characters. Which script was developed by Sequoia? Cree syllabics, Cherokee syllabary, or Navajo code? Cherokee syllabary. Which writing system was deciphered using the ancient Rosetta Stone? Cuneiform, Phoenician, or Egyptian hieroglyphics? Egyptian hieroglyphics. Which writing system does each character stand for a pair of consonants and vowels? Alphabetic, syllabary, or logographic? Syllabary. Which Chinese writing system is the most widely used? Kana, Hanzi, or Hiragana? Hanzi. In early medieval Europe, which writing system was in use by the Vikings and other Germanic tribes? Cyrillic, Runic, or Latin alphabet? Runic. Which of the following languages is written mainly in the Devanagari script? Hindi, Tamil, or Tibetan? Hindi. The Cyrillic alphabet was developed based on which earlier script? Greek, Latin, or Phoenician? Greek. Arabic is written using which of the following scripts? Abjad, Abugida, or syllabary? Abjad. The script used by the ancient Incas to record information involved which of the following? Engraved stones, knotted strings, or papyrus rolls? Knotted strings. Let's move on to ancient or major religions. Which religion follows the Eightfold Path and Four Noble Truths as its foundation? Islam, Buddhism, or Hinduism? Buddhism. Which religion considers the Quran to be its holy book? Islam, Judaism, or Zoroastrianism? Islam. Which two religions are most closely related to the idea of karma? Christianity and Judaism, Hinduism and Buddhism, or Confucianism and Taoism? Hinduism and Buddhism. Which religious tradition regards the Torah as its foundational scripture? Judaism, Sikhism, or Zoroastrianism? Judaism. The founder of Sikhism is Confucius, Guru Nanak, or Gautama Buddha? Guru Nanak or Nanak. Which of the following is one of the 5 pillars of Islam? Nirvana, Zakat, or pilgrimage? Zakat. In which religion is the Bhagavad Gita considered a sacred text? Shinto, Hinduism, or Zoroastrianism? Hinduism. What is the name of the Christian branch that the Pope leads? Protestantism, Eastern Orthodoxy, or Roman Catholicism? Roman Catholicism. What does the Sabbath mean in the Jewish tradition? It's a day of fasting. It's a day of rest and worship, or a day of work and reflection. A day of rest and worship. Which religion is often known as the Way? Shinto, Taoism, or Confucianism? Taoism. Religious texts. For question 91. Who said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me"? Moses, Jesus Christ, or Muhammad? Jesus Christ. Who said, "The best of you are those who are the best to their women"? Confucius, Guru Nanak, or the Prophet Muhammad? Prophet Muhammad. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Lao Tzu, Buddha, or Confucius? Buddha. He who has a way to live can bear almost any how. St. Augustine, Thomas Aquinas, or Friedrich Nietzsche? Friedrich Nietzsche. Who said, "An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind"? Buddha, Confucius, or Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi. Who said the following line? "Love your neighbor as yourself"? The Bible, the Quran, or the Tao Te Ching? The Bible. Who said, "He who has no faith in himself can never have faith in God"? Confucius, Guru Nanak, or Muhammad? Guru Nanak. Let him who is without sin cast the first stone. Moses, John, or Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Who said this line? Hafiz, Rumi, or Rabia Basri? Rumi. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Is this in the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, or the Gospel of John? The Gospel of John. Bonus question: how many books are there in the Bible? Let us know the answer in the comments, as well as how you did with our quiz class Einstein rewards. And as always, we thank you for playing, and hit that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button too. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.